Greetings, fellow mayors. This is Captain Obvious, and welcome back to OrganiCity. So this is where we left off in the previous episode, where I created this interchange, and this was the city in late 2023, and this is the city now in 2024. And yes, I did a lot of progress offline. So what happened exactly? Well, the holiday season happened and I could not find time for myself. Of course, you have to entertain relatives and so forth during the holidays. So, and I also wanted to play, and that's what I did. I continued to play the game, and I did a lot of progress, and I've also this like realized that my progress in City Skylines, or in this city, my very first city, is unnatural. It's unnatural because I am kind of stuck doing into episodes where, and I'm not really enjoying the game because of that. Because the demands of the city is different from what you want to showcase in your episode. So for example, you want to develop this, but in reality, the city needs, like, what I realize is it needs elementary schools almost all the time. So as your city grows, like, the elementary is just going to keep going up. And if you have about, let's say, 50 or 20,000 students, you're gonna need around 30 plus elementary schools. So how are you gonna do that per episode? You're gonna have an elementary school design each time, and then also when you play the game naturally, you have to balance two things. One is gaining population, providing education, and then you also have to provide workplaces. So if you think about that in terms of episodes, you're gonna, like, what, first episode you do housing, and then second episode jobs, third episode schools, and then it rotates, it cycles again. So that's the natural gameplay. But people who make videos, they have to force themselves to do something else just to keep it fresh. Otherwise the rotation becomes, bland. But that is the real thing. That is how the game plays. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed playing it normally. What I did also was I played online. I played in the Purple brand. I have been streaming every now and then, showing progress of the city. So let's take a closer look at where this used to be low density. So if you look closer, all right. So this, I have two types. So these are European medium density. I chose the medium. I chose European for the roofs that they have, so it's not flat. However, I also mixed in low rent housing, right? Because the rent will go high, so having low rent is preferable, or you want to mix them around your city. However, it totally kind of changes the landscape because you have flat roofs, so it's not really the same with the rest. But if you look at it closely here, right, having these roofs, and also the other thing that I did not compute is the buildings upgrade. So for the most part, these buildings had these arrow roofs, or I don't know what you call them, but now we just have these angled roofs. And this, another thing I discovered, City Skylines 2 has climate change apparently, because the water levels used to be up to here, and now it dropped down for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, climate change is the thing in City Skylines 2. So if you look at top view, I think the top view looks a hell of a lot better, right? And the way that I would like redo this, if I were going to continue this style of design, is I probably would just not add in low rent housing and just keep them all as European. Yeah, so that's something you want to do. And again, I mentioned that you have to create a lot of elementary schools. So originally I only had this is our main elementary school in the beginning of the city. So we have a high school, an elementary school, and then we have our college over here. And then eventually I had to create more elementary schools. So I turned on the alerts, so you can see the only alerts that I have are some that are not enough customers, and that's pretty much it. We don't have a lot of high rent. but the not enough customers. Okay, so we have one high rent guy, but that's not a lot. And given our population is already at 80 plus thousand, and our bank is over, or actually we are at $2 billion, and we are earning for almost 5 million per hour. And yeah, again, that's a natural course. Like, I had to create industries, I needed to create jobs, and yeah. Let's see, the other thing I learned is for traffic flow, it appears to be naturally at around above 75. I have not seen anyone go over 80, and this is not like this is totally achievable by anyone. You just need to have you just need to organize things, for the most part. Just add transportation, and that's pretty much it. What else did I add in here? Oh, so this area I added the unique buildings, or the signature buildings, and I only place them here temporarily because I need to develop other areas. So for example, if you notice here, I have elementary schools. It's just a little odd if you put them too close together, but then the demand for elementary school is just way out there, so I had to like just start plopping them down, and then I will develop this area when the demand comes. So the effect of having medium density and high density housing is that my population basically just dropped, and the only thing is asking for is low density, and I do not want to do that for this experimental city. And with that said, my plan is to create a huge job area here. So I've been creating a lot of industries, so you can see these things here, and I made my first dock. I think it's not too bad. This was a nightmare creating key walls. It is so bad. I'm going to be happy when there are official mods. And these this right here, this is a multi-level industrial area. So this is the ground level. This is something that I did a lot in Cities Skylines 1. So I have it going up to the next level, and then we have here, and then this is a unique factory, or I mean a signature factory. So like I said, so when I developed this area, I kind of plopped it in there, so it doesn't just make it look like it's all just industries and a mix of offices, right? So that's why I have these things here. So when I develop something new, I'm just gonna grab one and then like put it in the middle or whatnot, just to kind of mix it up. So the other industrial or jobs that I provided is over here. So this is very similar to this end, where I have this kind of small patches of industrial areas, and I really like this design. So there's gonna be a difference of doing this and doing this. So having these two styles is actually pretty good. So you have a good mixture, so you don't have just like grids, right? So of course this is incomplete, so I'm still in progress of doing this. Yeah, so my next project that I'm going to do most likely offline is I'm going to, as I mentioned, I'm going to create my downtown area. This will have mostly offices because that is the only thing that I can create, and also shopping areas, and I am going to continue to develop this area, and hopefully I will regain my demand for high density and medium density. Then I can continue populating this area, and eventually we're gonna expand. And that is the natural development of the city, and I very much enjoyed a faster pace of building while streaming live and playing offline. Going forward, I will do a mix of live streams, offline gaming, which will become episode highlights such as this, and I may do occasional specific builds when necessary. My ultimate goal is to move the city along quickly for my learning process and faster development so I can build on other maps. A fair warning that if you do decide to catch me stream, that I also play other games, as every gamer should. Until then, hope everyone has a great day, and here's looking forward to 2024.